Welcome, guys, to Fangs Out, and we have come to the end of M.Night Shyamalan month. It's kind of sad, yes. I know I didn't get to review every movie he did, but never fear. There's always next year. Next year we may have it again, and we may pick up the movies that we haven't talked about. But there's one more movie that we need to do. And we already seen around the best that M. Night can show, with the Sixth Sense, and we've seen the worst with After Earth, which basically it's not only his worst, but it's maybe one of the worst pieces of crap that have ever existed, and that's saying a lot because trust me, I seen crap, and that's crap and a half. But guess what? There's some movies that are kind of in the middle. There's some movies that some M. Night Shyamalan fans say that, hey, this is awesome. And some other people will say, no, this is definitely a piece of shit. So we are kind of going to mix. And I'm going to go ahead and take both sides here, explain which side, what side am I in. First of all, I'm going to talk about why would anybody think that this is good, why would anybody think that this is bad, and then I'll tell you what I personally think, and so on. So, this 2002 film is either, you really like it, or you think it's garbage. Let's go with the garbage side first. Okay, what are the problems with this film? Well, this film, even compared to The Happening, it's kind of stupid and ridiculous. Let's take that sense. Why? Well, all right, so we get Mel Gibson playing this priest that Episcopalian priest that has renounced his ordination because his wife died in a tragic accident, and he kind of lost his faith, and he is having to raise a family with his brother and has a couple kids, and all of a sudden aliens come in, and that's the big problem. The aliens are really freaking silly. There's some comic relief where they're both looking. At first they think it's just some farm boys prank, and they go around with these crop circles, that in reality they've been proven to be fake, made by man, but there's some people still holding on that some of them may be real. And no matter what you think, in this case they are actually made of by alien, and the aliens are the most ridiculous thing ever. Spoilers. Not only are the design of the aliens lazy and generic, you see the aliens, they look exactly like every alien I have ever seen, almost ever. They're just so generic. So it's a lazy design. The alien invasion and their weakness, it's so moronic that it's unbelievably stupid. That it all happens that the last words of the wife of the priest of Mel Gibson says that swing away, Joe, and he thinks it's just that his brother excuse me, has this minor league baseball career, so she just had that thought about one of the at bats of the brother. No, but turns out that when the aliens were attacking, he was supposed to hit them with the bat, and he glasses of water into them, which they are deadly afraid of, and basically they're vulnerable to it. So the aliens are vulnerable to wood and water, and they decided to attack Earth. And they decided to attack this small town. And it doesn't make any freaking sense. The aliens have developed intergalactic travel to make it to Earth, and they couldn't figure out that there's water and wood all over this freaking planet, and that they will be easily defeated. And according to them, they can open doors. And this is just stupid. If you think about this movie this way, you will have a miserable time, and you will turn it off before it even ends. You might just laugh, but the premise is just totally stupid. And you would think that this is a B movie that costs 99 cents in the discount bin, should belong with the discount bin of any bad sci-fi movie from the 1950s. Now, some people believe that this movie can be genius. Why? Well, on the essence, this is not a movie about aliens. This is a movie about a man that lost his faith, and he's trying to raise a family, and he's trying to have a relationship with his brother and his kids and with God, and all that stuff is out of whack. So if you look at it that way, it's almost like it's a story about a man regaining his faith, which he has lost in all humanity, and there's aliens in it. You see my drift? You get my drift? That the movie has very interesting developed characters. Like Shyamalan does very well. It's one of his strengths. He makes very quirky, weird characters, and makes them funny, makes them interact, makes them become a family. And even though it's silly in parts, mostly because we put the aliens there, it's all a metaphor of actually a very good movie of a man trying to regain his faith, a priest trying to regain his faith, and trying to raise a family, trying to make the family stay together. And there's aliens in it. Got it? Now, which of the two thoughts is right, and which of the two thoughts are wrong? Well, let me tell you. If you think the movie is stupid because of the alien, you're right. If you think the movie is smart because of the good development of the characters and the story of a man that lost his faith, you're also right. Now, if you think that these two things work together, you could be either right or wrong, depending on your liking of the movie. Now, what do I think? I think that despite the stupidity of, yes, aliens premise, and the stupid, I was gonna put that little tinfoil hat on just for crack, just for, shits and giggles, right? But I didn't. I was too lazy, I'll confess, but it would have been funny. It's a quirky, weird movie, but that has a nick. And it's a soft heart, and it's soft enough not to offend me to the point of hating it. I wouldn't say it's the best thing ever, but when it's on TV, I watch it. I don't own it, but I will say that it's entertaining enough, and you want to keep watching because that's the way Shyamalan does. If one thing that he does as a director, he develops an interesting story, quirky characters that develop slowly and nicely, And with a big twist in science, the big twist is supposed to be the reveal that the last word of his wife. It was a revelation of the yin and yang of the universe, and it all fits together, and that's nice. But on the other side, it is the aliens are fucking stupid. Let's just face it. So it's a mixed bag. I like it because I think that the heart of the movie overwhelms the stupidity. However, I don't blame you if you think the opposite. I think that you're not right or wrong. It's just your preference. I think that movie just has enough things to be entertaining, and he proves and he shows because I believe that this is one of Shyamalan's. It could be wrong, but I think it's one of his best, his most sold DVD or something like that. It's actually quite popular. So whether you like it, hate it, or you love to hate it, I think it's worth watching. You know. So now you got it. That's Shyamalan for you. See you next year with more Shyamalan reviews. Or until the dude comes out with more movies, which then I might review right away. Who knows? Now, here comes the big announcement. What is next month theme gonna be? And this is for my good friend Alex, because he has been so kind and giving me all kinds of great reviews, and thumbs up and likes. Excuse me, in a lot of my movie reviews that I posted. So I decided to dedicate next month to him, and because he was so honest about talking about mental illness and struggles and things like that he has gone in his life, I thought that we are going to talk about mental illness horror films all month long. And to kick it off, tomorrow you will see a review of one of my favorite quirky sci-fi horror films, 12 Monkeys. So see you tomorrow with 12 Monkeys. Stay cool. Subscribe. See you next time. Bye, M.Night.